some Last Alliance Total War, and it's been a hot minute since we checked out the Second Age mod for Shogun 2 Total War. And yeah, as you can tell, set in the period of the Last Alliance, so sort of like right at the end of the sort of the Second Age, and we got like Numenor, and obviously and Sauron is sort of rising up, and Numenor's still around at this time. The High Elves are still sort of got their power, but it is starting to decline. It's all sort of in that sort of period of the Lord of the Rings show, which is now escaping my name, the name for me. But yeah, that's how memorable it is. But anyway, the reason why we are here is because, as you can see, we're looking at just a single individual unit. You might have just seen it there in that glimpse when I was spinning the camera around. But we do have a siege here. Well, we don't have quite a siege, but we have maps now. So I haven't got any replays yet for the Last Alliance siege, but that we do have some siege maps being created, which is something that I've been asking for ages, and the developer of the mod was saying you should definitely check this out and maybe give it a bit of a showcase. But yeah, hopefully I will be getting some replays soon, because there's still quite a lot of people that play Last Alliance as well. So if you did want to get involved with sort of like the mod and playing it, or just want to download it and play yourself single player, then yeah, I'll leave a link for all the descriptions down in the all the links down below in the description is what I'm trying to say. Evidently, I've not got over my illness fully because my head is still scrambled and can't put a sentence together. But yeah, a few things sort of. I've been given like a whole bunch of notes, so I'll be going over those. There are only 2 maps. Neither of them are named yet. I don't know whether they're going to get named, but this is kind of looking like a Numenorian fortress of sort of thing, and it's also double tiered. I don't know, and it looks pretty cool. I mean, you've got to think that like Shogun 2, like sort of like the assets in it, and also the maps aren't made for Middle Earth, and certainly not like you'd say somewhere like European style cities, because that's kind of what Middle Earth cities are, more European. Certainly, obviously Shogun 2 set in Japan, very much more Asian style siege maps. But yeah, one of them again wasn't said to which one is actually in the campaign. So I don't know what city it's supposed to be, but yeah, so they're quite simple maps, both of them, and we're gonna have a look at both of them in this video. But yeah, it's just something that I thought I'd show off, that's for sure, in a little video, to be honest. And yeah, they look really, really cool. I'm really a big fan of them. Hopefully we're going to get some replays on them very soon. Obviously, this double tier like style wall is going to be a real pain, I feel like, to get through. I don't know whether that seems like a very common thing in Shogun anyway, that you have like a citadel and then you have an outer wall and like sort of a city here, which looks very cool. I mean, once you lose the walls though, you're gonna probably fall back to that inner citadel straight away, to be honest. But yeah, a few things that you gotta know, I guess, with like sort of like with Shogun 2. It has no ladders or anything like that, so it's probably gonna be unlikely to add like sort of ladders. Whether towers and stuff are gonna get added, I don't know. But yeah, it's gonna be like towers and stuff themselves can't be climbable, so it's just, if I remember correctly, in Shogun 2, sort of like units just kind of usually go up towards the walls and then just sail up them with ropes. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to see, that's for sure, in a replay. It does kind of make a lot of settlements very hard to defend, because you don't need siege equipment, you just attack with your unit and attack the wall. So things like archers are going to be so key, because you'll be gunning down units constantly. But can they be everywhere? Especially if you've got like a max 4 archer unit, you can't have them everywhere shooting at certain units. Another note that I was given was that is sort of like the treat the ground is like the fastest way. So like giving orders to units to walls often needs micromanage. So yeah, so it's kind of like even like getting units up to the wall is going to be a bit dubious by the sounds of it. And most walls are indestructible, so if you bring any artillery, which I think there is artillery in Last Alliance, I can't even remember if they've got artillery, like catapults. So yeah, most walls are going to be indestructible, so you can't just destroy them, make a breach, which is a bit of a shame, because I feel like breaches are such a cool way to sort of fight and make the decision, make like a siege decisive, for instance, is sort of like holding a choke point of a siege rather than fighting for the walls. The wall fighting is also very fun, I'll admit. As well. So yeah, so that's kind of all of the notes I've kind of been given, really from Sarah, the main dev for the Last Alliance. You can see there's some Breland troops here hiding, waiting. Yeah, I'd be interested to see whether it's easy to just get onto the walls. But yeah, it's very, very cool. Anyway, I'm gonna make a quick cut, and I'll see you guys in the next, on the next map. Well, we are back, and Breland here is manning the walls, ready for a city assault, which is not going to be coming in this one. I don't feel like showing off just a fight versus the AI for a showcase for these cities. We just I forgot to get rid of all these units, and now Breland has a full army, and out there Numenor has just one little unit. Poor guys over there. Trying to assault this. I'm sure Isildur can manage it. But yeah, this is the second city, which looks slightly different to the other one. Again, I imagine another Numenorian city going off the start. It'd be interesting to see whether we get like dark sort of like fortresses as well, sort of like for Mordor, and like maybe like Orcs to the north and Gundabad, like you know, all of those, and dwarven cities as well, and elven ones. That would be all really cool to see. And maybe some like eastern ones for sort of like the eastern men. But yeah, very cool. And this is, again, this is just a slightly different shape, really. And sort of like the outer wall, the inner sort of sanctum is still pretty much the same. I don't know whether like things like gates can be captured. That's so whether you must capture or gain. I don't have like a marker. I guess you just have to be in there and you capture it, sort of thing. So yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. Obviously, the main cap point is always in the center. It's this sort of like citadel here, the keep, which is indestructible. But yeah, very cool. This is I mean, a lot of work has gone into these maps, and it's a very small dev team for Last Alliance. If you are interested in sort of helping, if you're interested in becoming like a 2D, 3D artist, I'm sure they'd be more than happy to help for the help, because yeah, Last Alliance is constantly like being developed. There's loads and loads of stuff for it. It has gone quiet for a little while now, but yeah, they have been working on a lot of things for the campaign, which has a working campaign. It's something that Dawn of the States hasn't quite managed yet. I know it's very much close, as we've already done a campaign ourselves, and other creators have. But yeah, this one has a working campaign. It just needed maps and things like that. So they've kind of done it in a different order to what Dawn of the States has. They've already done maps, and now they're implementing them into a campaign, pretty much. But yeah, it's really cool. I do think this is a really cool project. If you would like to see more Last Alliance, I'll try and get some replays. I might try and do some streams again. We did do some streams back in the day, and it's been a hot minute. And now we have some siege maps. We can absolutely try and do some siege replays for sure. But yeah, do remember, leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. And yeah, like I said, do check out Last Alliance. The mod is in the description, as is their Discord link. It's a very short video today, just showcasing off some Last Alliance content. But I thought, you know, it's something that needed doing in a video, really, rather than just kind of, I don't know, putting it like a short or something like that. But yeah, there you go, guys. I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.